Y'all can keep your seat tonight. You don't have to stand up. Our dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the many blessings that you have given us. And we just pray that you will give us guidance to make the right decisions for the citizens that we represent. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ms. Beverly, roll call for the boards, please.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Adele?
Here.
Ms. Dubberly?
Here.
Mr. Laddick?
Here.
Ms. Georgelis?
Here.
And Mr. Naylor is not present.
First item, minutes from the special call meeting of May the 18th. Has everyone had a chance to review these? Do we have a motion?
I make a motion. We approve the minutes from the meeting of May 18th.
All in favor?
I wasn't here.
Oh, you weren't here.
And we're all in favor.
I'm in favor, and I'll serve as your second, that being the case.
Well, he raised his hand, so I assumed
Who is he?
it was him.
I wasn't here. Oh, that's right, yeah, you can't make a motion.
Beverly, on the roll call with those minutes, you've got Vivian on there twice.
Don't think you're not getting corrected. You double action.
Oh, man.
Are you trying to sneak a quorum in?
We have no old business. Under new business, we have an application by the city council to amend the text of the land development regulations to allow multi-use zoning. Mr. David Young, you swear the information you provide this evening to be true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. Could you give your name and address to Ms. Beverly, please?
David Young, 205 North Marion Avenue, Lake City.
Thank you.
I'm here more than I'm at home.
Can you give us a little information about this?
This is y'all had this come before y'all as a comprehensive plan amendment. It's no different. There's no changes to it. This is just changing the land development regulations to match the comprehensive plan now. So we're adding the mixed-use district to the land development regulations. And that's all it really amounts to. There's no changes to it at all from the comprehensive plan.
Are there any questions?
Just to refresh my memory, this is more so for some of the out parcel development we're planning on doing for properties to be annexed in the future. Nothing really currently in city limits would be redesigned as this large multi-use sort of compound.
Which whatever would transpire from this point on would have to be approved by the planning and zoning board as a rezoning. We have MUD located within our land development regulations and comprehensive plan, so a person could apply on that zoning change.
But near and close on the horizon, the only thing we see is kind of out by the airport side.
Yes, it is mainly for the Warehouser property, where the trying to remember what the county calls it now.
I've been dealing with that place since '06.
Yeah.
It's had a dozen names. Okay, copy that. And as an example of other things that may take place aside from the Warehouser intermodal park,
The word I was trying to remember.
are there other uses that you could foreseeably imagine being applied in the short term that would use this MUD-1 designation should it get petitioned and approved?
No, sir, not on the drawing boards as we see it now.
Okay.
Now, there might be something out Bell Road area come up, but nothing along anywhere else right now. Now, we are looking at trying to annex down to 75, I-75 and US 47, where we currently have utilities in down there, and there's a possibility down there it might get applied for. Because you do have a mixed use going on right now with the industrial park that's down there now.
That's not currently serviced by rail, correct?
No.
Those are all my questions, Madam Chairperson.
Okay. No more discussion on this item? Did we vote on this item?
Not yet.
Close public hearing.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So closed. I have a question to ask. This pursuant to, has that been on all the minutes before? On the bottom of the agenda?
Yeah.
Really? I've never read that before.
No, I'm sorry, it has not. We just started using this program around a few months ago.
Oh, that's right,
Okay.
that's right, yes.
We've,
I'm sorry.
we've upgraded to a different program that the city council uses as well, the city clerk. So you'll see a few
Excellent.
changes.
Thank you.
I think that language is in the LDRs though, or something close
Yeah,
to it,
it is.
saying that this will be recorded, has to be recorded, and anyone can ask for one.
On to the Board of Adjustments.
We making a,
Motion to approve.
Oh, I thought we did approve it.
No, we close the public hearing.
Motion to approve.
second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I need to pay more attention. Now, off to the Board of Adjustment. That was approved.
Could you go ahead and adjourn that,
It was
please?
approved twice.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll need to adjourn us first.
Adjourn is from this one.
Okay, planning and zoning is hereby adjourned. If anyone has an objection, they can raise it now.
Interesting way of doing that.
Board of Adjustment. Same implication, roll call as before. Has everyone read the minutes of the special meeting at 5:18?
Similar objection as noted, the double presence of Ms. Dubberly.
Anything else? There being no old business,
Motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Approved. No old business, no new business. Any workshop items?
Where are we on filling our vacancies, Mr. Young?
Microphone. I'm still waiting on legal to approve the wording for the ordinance that matches our city code of ordinances and our land development regulations on the number of years being served by each member. Hopefully, I'm gonna get it at least by the July 5th city council meeting.
Are you taking suggestions or,
I don't think there'll be any objections at all.
a suggestion?
Oh, suggestion?
There's 4 applicants.
There's 4.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
4
Grant.
applicants, we're requesting, well, we need 2 members, and we're requesting 2 alternates.
Did Mr. Crenshaw, express an interest?
I don't think he did.
You know,
No, he did not.
he has an interest, James Crenshaw from Fishtails. He lives over on Grandview. If someone will talk to him, he'll.
But we need more people to apply. So anybody y'all know, tell them to come apply.
It's a good job for someone here to call him or something, go see him.
Well, we can't
Solicit.
solicit, I'm sorry to say, or I'd be on the
You can
phone.
send them to us and we'll send them to Audrey to apply.
Yeah,
If he lives over on Grandview, you may know him.
I don't know, I mean, I know who he is because of being at Fishtails, but I don't know him.
Yeah.
And the other young man that ran for city council lives in the next neighborhood over from me.
Mr. Rosner?
Yes.
I got an application into his hands and hopefully he's one of the 4 that
Oh, good,
has submitted.
because
He
I really
expressed-
like
He
him.
expressed a big interest.
I don't think he's.
There's a gentleman from, he lives near Mr. Vaughn,
Yeah,
and then Miss Coker, Mr. Warren, and the 4th one, wasn't she not a city resident?
no, that was the 5th
The
one.
5th one?
Yeah,
So we don't know who the 4th one is.
yeah, I can't remember.
I'll get with him again and you try to get with him also.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
but
twice,
please.
once
get
in
on-
the old format and once in the new format, sent him the application.
I will see if I can, yes. I think it
Or
would be really.
Get them to get in touch with the city clerk's office.
Mhm, yeah.
and they'll get everything to
Okay.
them.
Any other comments or business? There being no further business or comments, motion closed, Board of Adjustment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Board of Adjustments is closed. Historic Preservation Agency. We're an agency and not a board.
That's the way it reads in the land development regulations and the code of ordinances. It's a historic preservation agency.
Okay, so we're agents.
Yeah.
We got you twice today.
I like that. I like that. Invocation roll call as stated.
The minutes have the wrong date, and I'm on there twice again.
Which date is wrong?
On the cover sheet.
On the cover sheet, on the agenda, just nothing major.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
No old business. Oh, we have one.
Actually, before we get to that, give me a minute, I'm still looking over the minutes here. Okay, am I missing a second page to the minutes?
Let me double check.
The final line of mine is a page 3 and then it jumped. Actually, I only have odd numbered pages in this packet.
Me too.
Me too.
I can bring those minutes back before you next month for verification. I don't know why I did that.
That doesn't cause any problems as it relates to the fact that these are consent agenda items.
Is this a page 2? Want to print it off online? If that is, you can read this. You have that problem.
Well, you have page 2 of
The old minutes.
this is for the agenda.
Okay.
Page 4,
Page 3 is your minutes.
and then page 4 should be some more minutes or something.
And the minutes are only one page.
Just ends with the,
No, the adjournment's missing, you're right. I will update it, get it back to you.
Madam Chair, move that we table approval of the minutes pending a resubmission.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. We have one consent agenda item, which is a certificate of appropriateness for
This was 187 Southeast Camp Street.
And it is in the Lake Isabella and not Lake DeSoto Historic District.
Apologize for mass confusion, but we were losing one person. And
Hey,
trying to take over again, but
It's rough holding it together with fingernails sometimes.
trouble is, it's a chalkboard and the finger.
What are we doing to this property?
It's already been done.
Yeah,
Was
this
it new roof put on
this
it?
was built in 1910. It had a
This one
asphalt shingle
right
roofing
down the street.
system on it. And they put a metal roof over it. The galvanized metal roofing system.
Since this was a consent agenda item, all we have to do is
Ratify it.
and ratify.
Yes.
May I have such a motion?
One moment. I noticed that the contractor done their due diligence posting the building permit that was issued to them. I actually got a number of phone calls about this particular parcel, wanting to know, what are they doing to it? Have you heard? You're on the board, you should know. I told them, well, I see a building permit, and COAs are usually issued with building permits, or at least a tentative. Since we're new into the process on these consent agendas and the difference between minor and major, now yes, this was a conforming roofing product going over a non-conforming roofing product.
Yep.
Would it be possible, at least for the members of the board that may end up getting some calls from the citizenry, when you approve one of these tentatively at your level, would it be possible to send an email notification to us? Because there was a couple people I had to say, don't worry, if there's a building permit on there, I'm sure there's a COA.
That would be our pleasure. But the COA was in with the permit application. Nobody wants to open the packet.
I wasn't about to walk up to someone's porch and open a Ziploc baggie. But I was pretty sure it was there, and I know you guys are on the ball on this, but
It's,
for
yes,
those of us.
we would be more than happy to send out emails.
Because yeah, I noticed that there was nothing non-conforming happening to the structure. Matter of fact, they were actually turning the clock back on it. So I just told folks, hey, stay tuned. We'll probably hear something at the next planning and zoning meeting when the HPA meets. But until then, I'm going to assume the city did all of its due diligence. As part of the growing pains process, we may want to
Yeah,
alert the
and
members
I
of the board.
apologize, the staff analysis was not performed on this. We did switch over first the metal, and I didn't get you to go up here and went, oh.
I didn't see that, I'm sorry.
I have a question for Mr. Leidig. So when someone calls you, you actually discuss it with them? Or do you just tell them that they should show up at the meeting if they have questions?
I let them know what I can. Well, as you can see, there's a blue piece of paper attached to the building, so clearly it's been through the process. They've been granted the permissions to do something to this structure. Now, I can send you a copy of Article 10 of our LDRs where it says, in addition to a building permit, a COA may be necessary.
I don't offer any of that. I do have questions. You're more informative than I am.
I let them know what I'm allowed to let them know and nothing more.
You can also notify them that they can contact the name, which I have people do all the time. You know, when they see our postings for that, they're going, what's going on there? And we'll explain it all to them. You know, oh, okay. We get calls all the time.
I don't.
I've never gotten a call.
I have,
Have you?
and I do the same thing he does.
Refer them back over here.
Yep. No, nothing here, nothing seen, nothing come to the meeting, you want to talk to them.
They can come read the minutes.
Yeah, but if they'd have come to the meeting, they'd have come with an axe to grind. But if I can
don't
tell
care.
them, look,
Bring
there's a
their axe.
building permit on the building, I'm sure the city did its due diligence. That gets them to stop.
I try to avoid any lab buildings whatsoever.
We have a map, matter of fact, it's in our new world system, that set it up. With all of the addresses that are located within the historical district and the view sheds for both Lake Isabella and for the downtown, that it comes up and stops. You can't go any further.
Yeah, those were the ones you had to manually enter pretty much,
Yeah.
right?
They have had to manually enter each address.
Is it
So
on
we do
GIS?
have a system in there.
Is it on a GIS?
No, this is just a pop-up blurb that's part of the system.
Yeah,
We have a
if you
GIS
would
map
like
together.
copy of our GIS map that, I mean, it has, matter of fact, it covers really the whole city, but it was specifically for the historical districts and the viewshed. And you can click and it gives you the parcel number, the owner.
Yeah.
So if I raise my hand, you're gonna give me a copy of that?
We will send it out to all of y'all.
Can it be used externally though? Or is it only internal?
No,
That
I
would be the
think we
man
can-
to ask.
Yeah. I think. No, that's Jason, or not Jason. Yeah, Jason.
But the GIS,
Yeah.
but the GIS is an Esri, right?
Yeah.
So if you send an electronic copy out, you can't read. You'll have to have the Esri product
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you can't.
to be able to.
Well, I'll have to give it to Jason. I'll give it
We
to
can
Jason.
send them a hard
You mean-
map.
You don't wanna give
They
out the
can't
Esri
see it,
product.
but it-
You can print it out for me if you want.
Okay. But it doesn't do any different than when you already got them.
I don't have one.
I will
Oh,
make
you
sure
don't?
you get one. I'll
Then I
send
will
an
find
updated
out from
copy.
Jason if I can,
So the Regional Planning Council has updated our GIS product since last time we spoke about this issue?
no. Our, GIS department, Jason has.
Our internal folks,
Yes.
Yes.
very nice.
Jason is trying to give us about everything we can get right
I
now.
remember numerous conversations getting talked into these minutes, discussing, why isn't planning council getting us what we're supposed to have?
Yeah.
We're still trying to get all the annexations to us from North Central Florida Regional Planning Council because we have US government census demanding where our city limits are. You know, we're going,
Where they were in 2015.
Kind of. Snake to the golf course there.
yeah.
That was a unique one.
We did approve this item, right? Now we're just discussing.
We still need to ratify the consent agenda, but
I
aside
thought
from
we
that,
did.
we discussed.
I'll
Didn't we?
make a motion, we ratify consent.
Seconded.
All in favor?
I,
Opposed? No. We have ratified. There's no old business, there's no new business. Does anybody have any workshop items for the historic preservation? You had said you wanted to talk about
Which one?
cruising historic area,
About what?
cruising through the historic area,
I did.
taking the board on a trip through the historic areas.
Oh, yeah, we can do that at some point in the future. I'll reach out via email on that one.
So is that
Motion to
the,
adjourn?
is that the cruising with Chris amendment that we're passing here?
No, that's at some portion in, or at some point in the future, I thought it might be beneficial if we all have a free day and wanna get lunch, we could actually do a driving tour of the limits of the district and discuss
I
conforming
like the
versus
title
non.
amendment that you come up with. I'd rather
I
have
bet you do.
cruising with Chris, is my recommendation, what you call it.
I second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
I will be your cruise director.
Okay,
There we go.
if there is no further business this evening, move to adjourn
So moved. And seconded.
Okay,
and voted.
All right.
We're gone.
thank you.